Please welcome our student speaker, Lorraine Hexstall, Master's Candidate, Department of Human Development.
President Furman, faculty, esteemed guests, loved ones, and fellow graduates. My journey to this moment shows the long-range, powerful influence that even an indirect exposure to TC can exert. 18 years ago, I worked with my son's new third-grade teacher to address his defiant aversion to reading and homework. Assessment results placed his overall IQ squarely in the above-average range and concluded that he was a bright but bored child who needed a more enriching environment. Somehow, his well below average visual assessment scores were dismissed as test anxiety. That fall, after taking a TC summer course, his teacher introduced project-based learning into her lesson plans. He was a Lego maniac, and she allowed him to submit projects to make up low test scores in social studies and science. Because of his test anxiety, he was given untimed math tests after school. With our guarded permission and her hands-on guidance, she made him a peer tutor to the class bully who was repeating the third grade a third time. They became fast friends. For the first time, we were seeing our son thrive, even passing the state reading assessment at the 89th percentile. This was no small miracle given his diagnosed test anxiety. This was the first of only 2 times that our parental input was valued by a teacher who actually considered our suggestions as valid as her own. She included us in strategic conferences and evaluation sessions, patiently explaining complex terminology and a ramification of each option. She was the only school staff who seemed knowledgeable about the latest developmental and cognitive theories and teaching methodologies to consider my son's unique learning experiences in her classroom. As the year drew to a close, I knew the odds were slim of getting another teacher of her caliber, so I decided then and there that for me to successfully advocate for him, now I had to become as knowledgeable as she was. Setting my eventual sights on graduate school at TC, I enrolled at Hunter College to resume studies for an undergraduate degree abandoned 16 years earlier. With D+ transcript in hand, I was admitted under Hunter's forgiveness clause and graduated magna cum laude 4 years later, the last 2 years on full honors scholarship, all while maintaining a full-time job and lab schedule. My coursework and research experiences completely transformed my understanding of the learning process, which helped my husband and I make positive changes in our parenting. We noticed a consistent increase in our son's engagement with his work and improvement in his grades. In my junior year, we learned something incredible. A comprehensive visual examination revealed that the headaches, fatigue, dizziness, burning eyes, and blurred vision that our son experienced only in school were not signs of test anxiety, but caused by weak eye muscles that forced him to strain to keep both eyes focused on the same point for sustained periods of time. He responded extremely well to vision therapy, and his confidence and competence soared. After graduating from Hunter and seeing our son's struggle coincide with the challenges of adolescence, I took a break from my own pursuits to spend more time with him. He gained lots more confidence and a much better sense of himself. A year before I started TC, he graduated from high school, but his plans to follow his Lego-inspired love of mechanics were almost derailed by the economic recession. Clever as he is, he took an alternate route and enlisted in the Army as a tank mechanic, rose to specialist, and is about to be promoted to sergeant. He is soon to complete an undergraduate degree in video cinematography and will transfer into the Army's Defense Information School to finish studies to become a public affairs broadcast specialist once his South Korean tour finishes next year. Thank you from him. My son's success was well underway when he finished high school, but I still stung from the difficult times I experienced as I tried to partner with most of his teachers. So I entered TC with a Promethean complex, determined to steal the fire from this Mount Olympus to bring light to ordinary parents who were struggling with the same sense of hopelessness I once had. But once I began getting to know faculty and classmates already working as educators or interventionists, I realized something that has guided me ever since. To become a good parent advocate, I needed to broaden my perspective beyond my narrow experiences if I were to effectively use the theoretical foundation I gained at TC to see all sides of an issue. At the end of my second semester, I submitted a final term paper entitled Prometheus Grows from Action to Advocacy. Today, I'm collaborating with parents, educators, and interested stakeholders to explore ways of providing parent advocacy services in the Hudson Valley area where we now live. Although there is a comfortable distance between those dark moments and our bright futures, I still shudder to think what might have happened to our family if my son's third-grade teacher had not taken that TC summer course. In preparation of this speech, I focused on Columbia's insignia and contemplated how light blue might encapsulate the university's purpose and spirit. But as I look at all of us today, I can see what trademark Columbia blue symbolizes: a future as light as the sky and a present as nourishing and refreshing as a tall drink of water. Congratulations, class of 2015. It is now our turn to be the superheroes delivering the promises glimpsed in Columbia blue and inspiring future TC Convocation speakers all along the way. So prepare for amazing, long-ranging returns.